Our next tip is about using hyphenated search, and we'll be discussing how especially older newspapers made great use of hyphens to save space in columns, and as a result you'd be surprised at where the hyphens were in breaking up words. So let's get into this. It's basically older newspapers that use the hyphen, and that was because of trying to save space, also because they used fixed width type, and depending on the experience and capability of the typesetter, the hyphens could be at all kinds of different places. They're not used as much today, but were heavily used years ago. In this example, there's about, I think, 22 lines, and let's look at the first. We've got a hyphen in the third word, IN, hyphen, OTH, hyphen, READ, hyphen. In the second paragraph, POSI, hyphen, and PARA, hyphen. Well, here's another one. Washington was hyphenated, WASHINGTON. So about 30% of the lines just in this small clipping were hyphenated. So consider that when you're doing a search, because you may be looking for the word Reading, R-E-A-D-I-N-G, but if you put in the words R-E-A-D-I-N-G, you're not going to pick this particular clipping up because there's a hyphen in the middle. Okay? So you need to anticipate word splits and actually formulate search criteria that take advantage of potential word splits. So let's say you're looking for someone named Jorgensen. You could split that up and you could look for, first of all, you could look for Jorgensen, the 9 letters that make up that particular word, but you also could look for Jorgen, or you could look for S-E-N, the last 3 letters of that particular name. And that might provide you with the particular article that you're looking for. So you need to anticipate the word splits. Now that is somewhat difficult sometimes, especially with very common words. So like the word Williamson, if you split that up, it's going to be probably William and son. Well, those are pretty common words, so that's probably not going to help you much. So if you were going to split it up to where you did a search for William hyphen or S-O-N, you're going to want to add some other criteria to your search to narrow the search down. So you need to be careful about that. Even short words like others can be split up. Remember our previous example. It split it up after OTH. This may lead to too many results, but it's definitely worth a try. And always consider the break may not be where you think it should be. It's not necessarily logical. McDonald is another example. You would think that the word would be split up, say MC hyphen and then Donald, but I've seen it, for example, FCDON hyphen and then ALD. So there may be some odd splits in the hyphenation that you would never think they would do it that way, but they've done it. So you need to be open-minded about that. Be creative. Don't get bogged down by our 21st century logic, and treat these words as places where they could hyphenate almost anywhere. Typically, they hyphenate from syllable to syllable, but you may not always get it the way you think it should be. So be creative and use hyphenated search, and again, you will get additional search results that may include those particular articles that you are really looking for. So use hyphenated search.